Panchikarana and the meditation called Seer and the Seen. Vedanta takes up this point of Ekatma Anubhavam. We can logically understand this theory, then start to practice it and see everything from that perspective. In this way, every thought of ours can be changed into this experience of Brahman. Swamiji quoted the famous shloka from Kenopanishad 2.4 that begins with Pratibodha Viditam Matam. It says that if you are unable to stop your thoughts, you cannot practice your samadhi. Just take each thought and analyze it. Meditate on thought itself, and you will see that the thought arises because of me. I am the seer and the experiencer. Through each thought, you can enter the experience of Atma. Shloka 64. Whatever you conceive, see, hear, and touch, what you face, all the 5 sensual experiences are also Atma. There is no good and bad now. What you think is bad is also Brahman, meaning that it is that which your mind does not like. The mind is an instrument for you. The mind that tries to achieve and reject is also Atma. There is no separate experience as happiness or sorrow. People say that jnanis do not react because everything they see and experience is Atma only, and this keeps them in the state of equanimity. We will understand that only when we get to that stage. The jnani sees only the depth or reality of everything around her. There is no variation for her. This is a difficult point to grasp. Swamiji elaborated this by narrating an incident in the life of Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, who was an enlightened soul. The experience of Brahman is Satchitananda alone. This Satchitananda is the essential nature of Brahman. It is unchangeable. Therefore, you see only that. Then all this duality goes away and the mind becomes free and relaxed. The anxiety that we experience comes from fear and desires. Unfulfilled desires, and the base of that is fear. For the jnani, there is no fear, there is no possibility of change. This is Tattva Jnana, the knowledge of reality. So the experience of that Brahman is Tattva Jnana. The next shloka 65 tells us what that experience is. Only the man who has the eye of wisdom, the Jnana Chakshishu, can see this. Otherwise, you see the ornaments as ornaments and not as the gold in the necklace. Only one with discriminative knowledge of the real existence can see this. All effort has to be directed for the means of realization. This is the only duty we have. Unfortunately, we have directed our efforts to something else. We do seek real experience for eternal bliss, but our efforts are directed in a different way. Swamiji pointed out that one should learn Vedantic maxims directly from a traditionally trained Acharya. One must follow traditional methods because they are time-tested. If there is something that is likely to be misunderstood, the Acharya makes it clear and teaches that to the next generation. Bhagavad Pada also did that. The theory of Advaita Vedanta was often misunderstood. He removed all the mistakes and problems that had been acquired over the years and reformed it. Swamiji pointed out that if your mind is preconditioned, then it cannot see and experience reality because the preconditioned mind cannot take a new vision. Our Atma is always shining. Its radiance is in us. Here, there is no plurality. That is the experience of Jivan Mukta. Swamiji mentioned that there is no timeline for this. When realization occurs, it will happen spontaneously. But one must study up to the time when realization comes. The 66th shloka, Acharya ji recollects the sadhanas and we are reminded of the sadhanas we have already discussed. Self-purification will be attained by knowledge. When you understand the reality of the objects, that is purification. Shravanam, Mananam, and Nididhyasanam are the basic sadhanas of Vedanta and the only means to light the fire of knowledge. This heat of knowledge is from Vedantic scriptures. According to Vedanta, Shravanam, Mananam, and Nididhyasanam, the sadhana to achieve self-purification. So, with sincerity and dedication, we should continue these sadhanas. Acharya ji asks how you experience that enlightenment. The jiva, the individual self, will shine as pure gold once the person is enlightened. We have two more shlokas left, a concluding shloka and one more shloka about the experience of this. Swamiji concluded our last class by asking us to do mananam on the new thoughts about ourselves that we have got after studying Atmabodha. Let us now listen to Swamiji. Hari Om.
Shrutismritipurananam karunalayam namami bhagavatpadam Shankaram lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krito Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavadvyaptadehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Shri Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Tapo Kshinapapanam Shantanam Vitaraginam Mumukshunam Apekshoyam Atmabodho Bhidhiyate Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Om Namo Narayanaya. So we are at the last part or last slokas of Atmabodha, a monograph on Vedanta Shastra, which is called Prakarana. So in this scenario, we are going to complete the second Prakarana, which is dealt with a special subject as the main subject of Vedanta, Atma. So along with that, we have just recollected the methodology of Vedanta, or the Srishta Kriya and all those. Now, the last part, as usual, the experience of what he had already thought about. So now the experience is Atma only. So Atma alone left. So where the experience can happen. Now the question is, if Atma is all-pervading, Atma is everywhere, where we are going to experience that? Is there any particular place where we feel that experience? This is very important for sadhakas to know. In which part of the body we are going to experience. Now, when we think about the nature of Atma, there is no physical form of that. So Atma has no physical form. So this physical form, what is seen and experienced, is Thula Sharira. We can say it's a manifestation of Prakriti or Maya, with the material cause of Maya, or in that way we can say. So let it be, we already know about it. Now the question is, suppose we have the experience of pain, any of pain. So we have the pain in our body parts. This is an experience. So similarly, when we have our own experience as Atma, where we feel that. So this question is answered in all the Upanishads. So they say, although the Atma is all-pervading, there is no doubt. You cannot make Atma limited to one place, one point. But when you have the experience of Atma, you will have the experience in your heart. So this is what it is said. The experience of Atma is in heart. So that is explained here in the 67th shloka. We see the shloka. Hridayagashodhido hyatma bodhabhanustamopahrita. Hridagashodhido hyatma bodhabhanutamopahrit. Sarvavyapi sarvadhari bhati bhasayate khilam. So that Atma is experienced. Hridaya akasha udito hi Atma. Hridaya akasha. Firmament of heart. Firmament of heart, the space in the heart. The heart which is purified by contemplation, by Vedantic contemplation. So, Hrita Akasha Utitaha. So, Atma is there in the heart. So, you experience there. It means the actual experience, when we experience something, we experience as one with that. Like when I say, I know, I say, this is my experience. So where I know, how I know. So then if somebody asks, how you know, what you feel about it? So then we say, I feel in my heart, I know it. It is the truth. So somehow we always connect our true experiences with Atma. So when somebody says like that I feel that, I experience that. So the person connect himself with heart, which his heart, and say, it's my experience. So when he says that, we also have the same feeling. So there comes a heart-to-heart connection. So when we listen to something, maybe a melody, a music, or like some lectures, or somebody's experiencing, somebody's telling about his experience. So when we feel that, when we connect ourselves with that person, so there comes a heart-to-heart connection. So then only actually we completely grasp what is said there. So that grasping, that receiving is beyond all the conditions. This is very important to remember. When we connect somebody or some incident or something, when our conditions, so there is no or mentally or in any with the religion or the caste or the sect or anything like that. There won't be any conditions. So we feel somebody is suffering. So when the experience of Atma comes, we feel it in our heart. So that is Hridayakasho Didohi Atma. Bodha Bhanus Tamo Bodha Bhanu. It would be the experience of knowledge, consciousness. Bodha means consciousness. Bhanu means sun. As the knowledge of sun rises in our heart. So the innermost self, the individuality is not there, but the self, the innermost self is there. Now there is no individual experience. As I said, when we have some feeling, there is some real feeling with others. For that particular moment, we forget our individuality. The personality goes. So that is the beauty of emotion. When we have sympathy with somebody, emotion comes. have the same feeling of that person. If that person is crying, we may also cry with that person. And if that person is laughing, we may also laugh with that person. So this is the connection of heart to heart connection. So here in this experience, Bodha Bhanuhu, the sun arises. So that beauty of that is to always feel complete there. So you feel you got completeness there. You experience that completeness there. So then when consciousness comes, the consciousness we experience, there the knowledge of Atma is also there. That Aham Brahmasmi. So this knowledge removes tamas, darkness, ignorance. So this is the ultimate stage of experience, the tamo apahrita. So this knowledge removes, destroys the individuality, as we say, the egoism, the personality, what we call as jivatma. Sarvavyapi, then he himself feels, I am everywhere. All pervading, my experience is all pervading, I am everywhere. Aham Brahmasmi. Sarvadhari. Sarvadhari. So he is the foundation of all universe, the foundation of universe. He sustains everything. The Sarvadhari, Sarvam Dharayati, which sustains everything. So it's called Sarvadhari. So the Atma, the experience become Sarvadhari.
Swamiji, lot of disturbance. Swamiji, lot of disturbances are there.
Yeah, but I can't do anything. There is no option for me. So I am with all the setup, the regular setup. Maybe there is some internet problem. So I don't have any other option because my data and Wi-Fi both are on. So it automatically catches. If data is not working, Wi-Fi will come, and Wi-Fi is not working, data will come. So this is the option I have. Therefore, I'm helpless to do something here.
Now clear it is.
I think it would be better after some time. So since morning here we are having some internet disturbance because some days are like that. Okay, so yeah, I think the audio is okay, no? You are getting some sound. There is some clarity problem.
No, clarity is not there. Yeah, interrupted.
Okay. So I can
not able to hear.
Your voice is very good. So it means the problem is here. Okay. Let me. So now how is it? Okay, better?
Yes, Swamiji, better.
Okay. Okay. So, the Bodha Bhanu Atma itself, so Sarvavyapi, Sarvadhari, Bhadi, Bhasayate Akhilam. So, this is the ultimate experience, what we call as the experience of Atma. So that that sadhaka, the seeker, he experienced this and then say, I am everywhere. So when I say I am everywhere, in Sanskrit we say Aham Brahmasmi. So Aham Brahmasmi, I am not this body, I am not this mind, I am not this prana, but I am everywhere. So this experience, because there is no division in this experience. If someone experiences in India or someone experiences in West, so he both experience the same, or in this age or in another age of time of wherever, so he experiences the same. So there is no difference in experience. So therefore, it is one and the same everywhere. So that this we call as Jnana Surya. So Bodha Bhanu, the sun that rises up in the sky when we see the sunrise at daybreak. The sunrise, the sun destroys darkness. This is a normal thing what we see. So therefore, that example is taken here as Sarvavyapi Bhati Bhasayate Akhilam. So that is the sloka of 67. Now the last sloka, 68, the conclusion. Digdeshakaladhyanapeksha sarvagam Shitadihrit nitya sukham niranjanam Yastvatma tirtham bhajade vinishkriyaha Sa sarvavit sarvagado mrito bhave. You all like to chant this sloka because the last sloka, I think you can all chant because you are not chanting it. I never heard you chant. So I will recite the first first line. You can repeat it. Follow me. Digdeshakalatyanapekshya sarvagam
Digdeshakaladyanapekshya sarvagam
Shitadihrit nitya sukham niranjanam
Shitadihirnitya sukham niranjanam
Yastvatma tirtham bhajade vinishkriyaha
Yasvatmatirtham bhajate vinishkriyaha
Sa sarvavit sarvagado mrito bhavet.
Tasa sarvavit sarvagato mrito bhavet.
You all pronounced rightly, beautifully. Thank you. Okay. Now, Digdesha Kaladya Anapeksha Sarvakam. Not depending upon direction, space, and time and all. Digdesha Kalati. Normally, experience, we depend on space, time, directions. Directions means No, when we use space, we have some direction there. So these are not there in this experience. These are but supposed to exist through Maya only. So now this experience is beyond that. So there is no Desha, Kala, Dik and all those. So Dik, Desha, Kalati, Anapeksha, not depending on all this. Sarvagam, which is present everywhere. Shidadik Krit, it destroys cold and all opposite relative pairs. So there is no destruction by that, disturbance by that. So Shidadi Hrit, Nitya Sukham, eternal bliss, that we already know. It's not worldly experience. It is not material experience. Therefore, it is divine. Nitya Sukham. So it goes beyond like heat, cold, and happiness, sorrow, good, bad, all those. Therefore, Niranjanam, bereft of all passions, all stains. So, Niranjanam, there is no passion in that. Ranjanam is not there. Ranjanam means passion. Niranjanam. Nishkriyaha, there is no activity. Nishkriyaha. Swatma Tirtham, yes, Swatma Tirtham. So this is the holy water. The Atma itself is holy. The communion with Atma is holy and it bestows upon us the eternal bliss. Therefore, it is Swatma Tirtham. The communion with Atma, oneness with Atma is an eternal pilgrimage. And communion with Atma is also the most effective form of worship. Therefore, it is called Swatma Tirtham. Bhajade Nishkriyaha. And oneness with Atma is great virtue which can be attained. Sasarvavit sarvagato amrito bhavet. And Sasarvavit, sarvavit, sarvam janaditi sarvavit. All knowing, he knows everything. Omniscient, because he is experiencing the nature of Brahman as omniscient. So therefore he is sarvavit, sarvagataha, all pervading. We already know this word. Amrito bhavet. At last, he experienced immortality, the eternal immortality. And therefore it is the most auspiciousness of time and our life. This is the most auspicious experience in our life. Therefore it is Amrita. It cannot be described through words. It's the ultimate experience of truth and reality. So there is no second entity. and the oneness, what we experience, gives us the inner reassurance of faith and realization. So it's ultimate. Why it is called ultimate? Because now, till now, the faith and our devotion and all those were helping us. Now we experience the inner strength of that. So we reassure the strength of faith, and we reassure the experience of realization as our own self. So this is the experience of the peace, what we call as the experience of peace. So we realize this is the experience of peace. The Sarva Shanti, the Sarvavit Sarvagado Amrito Bhavati. Because when we experience this self as immortal, and all the being in this world are also immortal, then there is the experience of peace, ultimate experience. So this is the communion with Atma. Here it is said as Atma Tirtham. So he is one with Atma. Therefore, we experience all this. Now, the problem is, it's very difficult to describe this experience. When we have uttered through words, because words cannot reach there. Yato vacho nivartande aprahapya manasasaha. But we have to say something about it. Therefore, Shankaracharya Bhagavad Padaji is trying to give us the glimpses of that experience. So he says, you see, there is no time, the desha kala, there is no limitation of time, there is no limitation of space, and there is no separation. And this is the effect, this is the experience of oneness with Atma. So you feel completeness there, and this would be the most wonderful experience in your life. This oneness with Atma, the communion with Atma. So yastu Atma Tirtham bhajade vinishkriyaha. So you forget all your duties. There is no kriya, no action, no reaction. So you renounce all your activities, inner activities and outer activities. So therefore, vinishkriyaha. Sasarvavit sarvagado amrdo bhavata. As you go to deep sleep and experience the oneness with Atma, at least for few hours, even that experience gives so much of happiness and relaxation. Then what about this experience? So practice this, and always try to connect with this experience whenever you feel something wrong with your mind, some limited experiences, then always think about the oneness, the all-pervading Atma. So immediately mind will change, because even our minds like to experience this, because this is wonderful experience that we can have in this very birth, the experience of ultimate truth. That would be our aim of this life, the purpose of life. So there we fulfill all our sadhanas. Therefore, Acharya is using the word Tirtha. So you are experiencing the ultimate pilgrimage, Tirtham, worship. Now, as I said, so you are experiencing the effect of that devotion you are having, the faith you are having in God or truth or reality. So all those are experienced here as Atma, one with Atma. So you attain now, you experience, you feel that I am one with that. So this is the last sloka. So by the blessings of our gurus, we could complete this Atmabodha, the second textbook of Vedanta in our series of studies. Yes, now up to you for questions or comments, suggestions, or experiences. Hope you all had this experience of Atmabodha, and definitely it will change your life, your practices, your preconditions. So I pray to our gurus to bless you all. Hari Om. Over to you for questions. Hari Om.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ. Yeah, please carry on with questions.
I think Dhruti Trivedi had raised her hand. Can you unmute yourself and ask?
Swamiji, thank you so much.
Hari Om. Yeah.
Hari Om, Swamiji. Thank you so much for all
Hari Om. How are you now? Where are you?
I'm still in the UK, Swamiji. I'm so sorry. I could not attend the live sessions. I'd been in the lots of stuff, but I'm not going there. But I have I actually hear all the lessons on the YouTube, and I wanted to ask you some very basic. I know you touched based on this question. A couple of people asked previously as well, but I still need some clarity if it is possible.
Yeah, please go on.
My experience is that as I'm listening to this Advaita Vedanta classes and Vedanta Upanishads lectures for many years, and it is the Atmabodha and Atmabodha really, really clarified things. So thank you so much for that. Lots of clarification and very logical step-by-step explanation has helped. But my problem is that I do feel that it is very difficult, very, very difficult. So I've been into a stage where I do feel that I find everything completely pointless, completely pointless. And I'm thinking, what is the point of all this? What is the point of doing the work? What is the point of doing anything? I mean, there is a need. I have to fulfill something, so I'm doing. But I don't seem to enjoy anything now. Not that I don't. Whatever I still do, I do properly. But still, it's like I've put off in the and I'm feeling how do you still uh, carry on with life, because this is a middle stage. It's the detachments are happening, but enlightenment is not there, and this particular phase in between, where you are not completely yet realized and you haven't experienced the Paramananda, or really the Ananda that what Advaita is talking about. And you've lost all the little Anandas in the life as well. So you are in the middle of neither here, neither there. I'm not sure if I'm explaining it right. Yeah.
Yeah, I could understand your thoughts.
Yes.
So, yeah. So what
So,
I always say is, this is what we experience from this Atmabodha or Tattvabodha, any other Vedantic textbook,
yes, Swamiji.
by Bhagavad Pada Shankaracharya ji. That is his grace that we are getting this knowledge in so lucid way, and no, that I don't think any other Acharya can teach us like this, the highest truth. So he's very much with the seekers. We can call him. He is completely seekers friendly. His teachings are like that. Now the experience what you are having, the feeling of indifference. So this is a stage of understanding. So actually, this is not the goal what we are aiming for. The goal is still beyond. We have to work out that. We have to do more sadhana. So in that process, we will feel that we are different from all this, and we should not depend on anything. Okay, so this is a good sign that your subconscious mind is receiving these thoughts and giving some response. So that is very important, that whatever we learn, our subconscious mind should receive it. So until that's not happening, it doesn't stays. So when that happens, the subconscious mind receives these teachings, these feelings, then we can wait that after some time, gradually, the subconscious mind will support us to experience the real, the Atma, the experience of the truth. So this is the process, because from conscious mind, this is empirical mind, we slowly turn towards inner mind, that is subconscious mind or unconscious mind, the different level. But you carry on with this. Don't worry that you are not having those experience now. but I can say that it's on way. That's on. You are on the right path. So continue with this contemplation. So once again, you listen to the lectures, which part you liked or which attracted you. So choose those lectures and listen to it, so that the subconscious mind could take more ideas, more it can make things more clear. Okay, so thank you.
Swami. Thank you. Thank you. Hari.
Pranam.
Hari. Thank you.
Yeah.
The next question, Asha ji, Asha Menu, can you unmute yourself?
Namaskar, Swamiji. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the lovely lectures and put in a very simple manner. But still, I would like to ask you one question. What is this that God has blessed me with a lot of things, but there are so many things happened in my life before, where I should have spoken, but I kept quiet. Because I didn't want any disharmony in the house. I didn't want to, get to the bad books, or didn't want to hurt the person, this kind of. But those days are over, long time back. And even now also, but now for the past 3 or 4 years, these thoughts are coming to my mind. Why didn't I act at the right time? Why didn't I give up back? Why did I have to suffer? Because the thoughts are, what do I say? It's literally killing me. So I'm trying my best to get over the thing, but somehow it is disturbing so much. Like things, though I can't change anything. Those things are past. I can, and God has blessed me with excellent or terrific memory. I can remember things which I, from a very small childhood, things which I, experience or happened to me, or so many things in my life. And well, now also, but though people say chod yaar, to leave it, why are you thinking like that? But my mind is like that. It doesn't let you forget things. In fact, when I see the same people, that how dare he or she spoke to me like that, and I kept quiet. That is my weakness. I should have spoken then. It is nobody's at fault. It is me who was at fault, because of circumstances of which I grew up. Because of that, with my father expired when I was very young, and was brought up by mother, and all that, and I never wanted to hurt her. So I used to keep quiet. Many things which I wanted to tell her, so I just no, she'll feel bad. There is no point talking. So I just want to know, how do I this previous I don't want to remember. I can't forget it. How do I get over the thing of this coming every day? It is coming like phantoms coming, Like, and then I try to distract myself, but still I just, I don't know, how do I say it, I don't know, it's sometimes it really spoils my mood or mind, whatever it is.
Yes. So you say this is what is the direct benefit of this learning, that whatever you have experienced, just think about those experiences were connected with body, mind, in that level. So now you know that you are using this body, mind,
Yes.
as an instrument.
Yes.
So instrument may have so many problems, because this instrument as mind and all those what we have, so they are all made of karma. So therefore you can't avoid if something happens there. So you just separate yourself, because now in this age you are not supposed to do all this, think all this, whatever happened in your life. You have to go beyond. Now you can't change what already gone. How can you change? It's gone. Let it, no, you don't worry about it. So now you think about something new, something positive, that you can lift yourself from this, all these bad experiences, whatever you say. So separate yourself, separate your Atma from all this. You don't connect yourself to this. You can think that, okay, memory is there, let the memory be there as a part of my the function of mind. Let the memory come and go, but what is there? So you just try to separate from that. And now, if you know this is the reality. I am not this body, I am not this mind, this is the reality, I am separate from this. Then try to bring it into practical level. So I think definitely it will happen. And you can, there is no need to revise all those what happened, because there is no meaning. There is no, nothing you are going to gain from that. So therefore, cool your mind, relax, and think about now what I can do. What is my experience now? So I do something further to strengthen my inner experience and relax my mind. So take all those, whatever gone is gone. Don't try to entertain those thoughts. See, if they are coming, let it come and go, that's all. Okay, this is my suggestion. Yeah, you contemplate on that and practice.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
Hari Om.
Okay. Hari Om.
Swamiji, the next question is from Rakesh ji. Would you please unmute?
Pranamam, Swamiji.
Pranamam.
My question is that we read in the Vedanta, in Atmabodha, that universe is not separate from Brahman, right?
Correct.
Yes. If universe is not separate from Brahman, then why do we try to negate universe in order to achieve Brahman?
Actually, there is no negation.
Like there is Neti.
Yeah. You see, we never negate reality. In order to understand the reality, the substratum, we negate what is superimposed on that. What is not real. So the unreal should be negated. Now the question will come, from where the unreal arises. The unreal is also based on something real. So in this, order to understand that, in this process of understanding, we take such examples and try to understand the real part of that and the unreal part of that. If you know something is unreal, you will negate that. You will not accept. You will only try to take the real part of that. So when you get chocolate in your hand, so you will remove the cover of that. You know that this cover is not useful. You cannot eat that cover. So like that, when you have some idea, when you have some experience, you analyze that, and Shastra helps you to analyze that and say, you try to understand the real part and unreal part. And don't accept the unreal part. We normally do not accept unreal part. So that's only do. We are not negating. And what is unreal because there is no point of discussing that. So the problem here is we are taking real as unreal and unreal as real. So this superimposition, mutual superimposition, is the problem with our basic understanding. I say inborn mistake, inborn blunder. We continue to do. The whole world is doing that. Therefore, after living 70, 80, 90 years of life, they don't understand what is life. They only remember the experiences they had in your life, in their life, as just now you heard. We are not understanding the reality of that, the core existence of life. So Shastra says you try to understand the real existence, and then the rest of the thing what you are using the empirical experiences, you yourself will deny those, because once you understand the reality, there is no space, no room for unreal experiences. That is what Shastra says. And in this process, Shastra brings a cause and effect theory that we had already discussed twice before. So this is very important, this cause and effect theory. The cause is real and effect is always a modification of cause. So effect is modification. Since it is modification, we should see, we are ought to see the core, the cause of that, from which it is modified. So Shastra brings that experience there. So therefore, this is the reality. There is no denial of anything which is there, which has some existence. Okay.
Thank you, Swamiji. A small question again.
Yeah.
We experience light of Atma in dream, right?
Yeah.
But we don't experience any light of Atma in deep sleep state when we are one with Atma, so to say. Can you elaborate, please?
Yeah, it's very simple. As you know, in outer space, there is light, there is sunlight. But the people who went outer space, they say, we won't see light there. The reason is, there is no object to reflect the light. So what we call as light is not the real light. We call the light, what we see is the light of reflection, the reflected light. So the actual light, if it is light, actually Atma is not light. It's only what you say. Similarly, we experience there only example. For instance, we take the light, but even though if Atma has some that that experience of light, or of some experience we can call as light, that is there in Sushupti. But the objects are not there, so the light is not reflected, so you don't see light there. But the light, the real nature of Atma, the consciousness as light, it is always there. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hari Om, Hari Om. Yeah. Next question.
Please share your experiences, please.
May I go with a question?
Yeah.
Right, Pranam Swamiji, I'm very new to the group and I hope to stay with the group. This comes from my work practice. I teach in a college in Bangalore. My students range from say 18 from 18 to 40, you know, from UG to PG all the way. What I see is a lot of people coming with a lot of trauma. You know, this is the age of trauma. I mean, traumas of multiple kinds, right? And I've been exploring the literature. I've been initiated into Vedanta by Swami Haribrahmendrananda of Ramakrishna Mission. It was some time back. And whenever I try to bring in, you know, something to the students, of course, I'm unable to explain it in detail because I myself have not learned much or experienced much. But sometimes they pick up something, but then they discard it. It is esoteric. Now, what I want to ask, and it's a request also, is that, you know, do we have any translations or detailed commentaries on this treatises, Viveka Chudamani, for example, or Atmabodha, which can cater a little better to the millennials, you know, the new generation. They would welcome it, but the way it is introduced, based on whatever available translation, I suffered a bit. It's a kind of a repulsion that they experience because of the, you know, the world that we live in, with all sorts of distractions. So it'll be wonderful if Swamiji also can. I've been listening to your answers. It's really beautiful, which I think it'll be amazing if, you know, this is accessible to our current generation too.
Yeah. So, as a textbook, we have so many good commentaries on Atmabodha. Actually, Atmabodha is the primary textbook of Vedanta because all the technical terms are defined there. Therefore, we call Atmabodha is the definitions of Vedanta. So, there are so many good commentaries published by Chinmaya Mission and Ramakrishna Mission as well. And another, a complete series of textbooks on our Dharma Shastras, not only Vedanta, but also other Dharma Shastras. You might have heard about Purna Vidya. It's named as Purna Vidya. It's a good research work. It's published from Purna Vidya Foundation, Chennai. So I think they have made in many languages. It may be available even in Kannada or English, Hindi, in Tamil, and all these languages. It's specially made for school children. From standard, if I remember correctly, it's from standard 6th to 12th. So they made a program. It's a good research work of many Swamis from Arsha Vidya Gurukulam, Param Pujya Dayananda Saraswati Swamiji's disciples. So then one Mataji is there. Her name is Pramananta Mataji. She was into that. She did all this work. So there are such a textbook made for this. So you can get any of that, and every day you can take one subject and describe it. And what I always suggest this point: when we teach now in these days, in this age, to a new generation, we should always connect all this with practical life as well as the modern science, what is taught in schools, because then only they can relate. because they don't just believe the scriptures, the Vedas and Shastras, or any scriptures of any religious book. They may not believe in that, because that the belief of that experience is not there in those children. So therefore, we have to connect with day-to-day experiences, daily life, and bring examples from there. So I'm not just saying that you tell stories, or no, you can bring stories as well, but it should be useful for their life directly. And also give some examples and some connections, show some connection in what they are studying, as from science of physics and mathematics, as well as other science, all those. So they will connect all this. So I used to visit sometimes schools. I interact with school children and college students. I sometimes go to IIT, something like that. So I also I make notes of for that, especially for them to connect with these things. So then they could receive. So we give traditional examples and traditional, we teach in a traditional style. They won't receive that. So this is my suggestion to you. So please, find these books. So I think you will like it for your teaching. Okay.
Thank you so much, Swamiji. I'll work on it. Yes.
Yeah, Hari. Thank you. Yeah, Hari Om.
Hari Om, Swamiji. Thank you for unmuting, Kamalaji. I think you unmuted me or somebody else, Anjali. Thank you. I was listening to your last lecture on Ramana Maharshiji's experience about that music concert, right?
Correct.
And yeah, it kind of sometimes scares to see what is going to happen. So I think, like you said previously, that you continue in the sadhana and wait and watch, but there must be something, that joy that they are experiencing, the enlightened people, isn't it? That otherwise they're not speaking to anybody, they're not doing anything, they are calm. And I've listening to Ramana Maharshi's lecture 2 years ago, and things like he all the disciples as described, he hardly spoke, as I understand. So the enlightened being, if you're getting enlightened, and then do you actually not really enjoy any of those things, or are you enjoying only the core, as they said? So what does it then mean? Because he was there in the concert, and like you said, yes, this is difficult somehow, because you really don't have likes and dislikes. So what do you do? I don't know if I'm asking the right question, but
it's we can say it's actually beyond all these divisions, dvaitas, fires as good and bad. So there is a stage of experience where you experience only the basics, the base of what we experience. Now, when I speak, I have an experience in my mind. I search for words and I bring words and try to express that. So this is how I speak out. Now, if the person is not seeing the different or any difference from himself and others, Now, to whom he would speak? For what purpose he would speak? Now I am speaking because I have a purpose, that I am thinking that the listeners get some idea of Vedanta. So what I learned, I am trying to give that teachings to others. So this is my purpose. So by that, I do my effort with my experiences, my knowledge, my limitations. If one person is enlightened and he doesn't feel like doing anything, he doesn't have any purpose, is beyond that, then how can he do something? How can he speak about something? He will not do, because he is totally free from that. So that is the experience of a jnani. And what he thinks, that what I am experiencing, what is my nature, is everywhere. He's not seeing that only my experience, and there is no other experiencer. So he's not seeing anybody other than himself. So this is totally a different kind of mind. The state of mind is where it's not easy to understand from our perspectives. So it is like
Yes.
it's a different realm of understanding.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So gradually you will get into that when you listen to such a enlightened person and read books of Shankaracharya ji and or Maharshi, or like enlightened persons. So we'll get some ideas, some glimpses from that. Okay.
Yes, yes, Swami, I understand. It's very difficult to think about the realm that they're living or they are into. Really, it can't be comprehended. It's comprehended by us at this stage. It was just that, it scares to see then, because there is no purpose. I understand that the only reason that they have kept their bodies is to finish their prarabdha, whatever their prarabdha is. They keep the body. They actually don't care whether the body is there or not there. I mean, Ramana Maharshi's experience is like that. He didn't even care for that operation that he went and did. There was one experience where Swami Yogananda Brahmanji asked to say, Swamiji, Maharshi, all these pain is there in the world, so we got to do something. What do you say? So Maharshi says, who is the pain? Who is experiencing the pain? And there you go. There is nothing. There is absolutely no difference. So it's difficult to feel that. What is that?
Yeah.
What is the meaning of being in that state? What is the meaning of being then?
So this just there is the beingness has no end. So the beingness is there.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Now you asked why they are being. So because the beingness has no end, so beingness is there. That's all. So we have purposeful life and they have purposeless life.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, Swami.
So thank you. The next question. Anybody has?
Swamiji, there is Pramila Radhakrishnan who had wanted to ask a question.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hope you can hear.
Yeah, clearly.
Thank you so much, Swamiji, for all the lectures and the questions. And many of my questions were already answered. Just have one thing, Swamiji. Now I don't feel bad. Anything happens not the way I want. I can take things, accept things as they are. And sometimes, we do things, I feel I have to do things because otherwise it'll hurt somebody else. Maybe that is good for them. So like, to go with them somewhere or do things with them. Because really, in my mind, I don't feel like doing it. But not anything wrong or anything. But still, it takes me away from what I would really like to do.
Okay.
So how do I, adjust that? Like anything happens wrong, I wait, I say, okay, that has happened, that's okay. It has to happen like that, so it happens. So I can take it that way. But when some, incidents happen or somebody requests something, I feel I'm do it for their sake, though I don't want. Is that okay?
Yeah, actually, this is the difficulty when you are in this vyavahara in day-to-day life. So we have to adjust with others. So we say it's not adjusting, we can use adopting. So adopt and adjust and accept.
Yes.
As you accept and work on your thoughts, you accept others' thoughts and work on it.
Yes.
So then it's very easy to understand the difference between likes and unlikes. So adopt, it means we are adopting others' thought. If somebody says what you did is not right, so just receive it. So that person is saying I am not right. Okay, I may think about it. I may see if there is something right. What he is saying is right or wrong. I will try to accept that and see. As when I think I am right, how I think I am right. So similarly, the people from other end also can be right. What is the problem there? So this acceptance and adoption is very necessary to balance our ego, balance our activities and reactions.
Yes.
So slowly, gradually, it will come because this is the individuality or the thought process we already preconditioned for a long time. It takes little time to change all this, but gradually it will come. You will accept that. Okay.
We have a question from KD Singh ji. Would you please unmute?
Thank you.
Hariyo.
Namo Narayan Swamiji.
Namo Narayan.
I am from Lucknow. KT Singh is speaking.
Yes, I remember. How are you?
Fine, fine.
Oh, very good. Okay. So
Swamiji, in the 67th sloka, as you have said, that heart, the biological heart, what they are talking in this sloka, the hridaya, the heart is different from biological heart.
Yeah, actually, this is
that
not
the heart is the seat of Atma, soul. So in this body, in gross body, where it is located, what is the seat of Atma in the body, in the heart, where it is located?
Yeah, now you see the question related to heart, is it in physical body or it's divine? It is different from physical body, it's something divine. It's not actually relevant in this context. Now, what here Acharya is trying to say is where you experience. Atma. So when I experience, somebody asks, I experience myself here. No, people say, I feel here. So this is what it means. It's a physical heart, or it is not. It's actually, there is no pramana or no reason that we can say this is different, that is different, and it's all technical. Therefore, I say it is not relevant. But I can say, even in Upanishad, this discussion has taken up, as we see in Kathopanishad, Madhye Vamanamasinam Vishwe Deva Upasate. So there it is said, the spiritual heart or the feeling of Atma is the middle of the body. Madhye Vamanam Asinam. The middle of the body. Not the left side of where we feel as where the heart is situated, the organ of heart is situated. But the feeling is in the middle of body. So therefore, Madhye Vamanam Asinam Vishwe Deva Upasade, it is said there. The Shruti also says that. But even then I say, this is not a very serious thing that we have to study and confirm that which heart is where and all those. So it doesn't make any difference, because when you feel I am in this body, so this part, this the part like middle part of the body, the chest and the related space is where the experience, the emotion is experienced. That is what meant here. And in other Srutis we say Dahara Akasha, Hridaya Akasha. So this Hridaya, the word Hridaya is used in many of the Upanishads as the seat of Atma. Because the reason is, there we feel the middle of the body, where there we feel that experience. So it can be in right side, people say right side, sometimes say left side, or sometimes middle side, or it doesn't make any difference. Where you feel, if you feel in your head, that's okay. Let the Atma be in the head, but we never feel it in our head. So we feel ourselves as the feeling is in heart. So it's like, that's all. So contemplate there on that Hridaya chakra, the part of that middle of that body, the experience. So just take that experience, you take. That's all. So if you are feeling that Atma is there, then it's there. Actually, Atma is there in the whole body, not only in this body, outside body also. So that's the reality. Okay.
Swamiji, Anahat Chakra, this is the middle chakra.
Yeah.
And it is also known as the heart chakra.
Correct.
So
yeah,
as you have said,
you can contemplate on that chakra, but don't contemplate on chakra when you are meditating on Atma, because contemplating on chakra is different and meditating on Atma is different. So you cannot make Atma as chakra. Chakra is only a energy point where you have some some sort of experience, some sort of energy flow. That's all. So the energy point, the chakra and Atma is different. So if you want to meditate on Atma, don't remember chakra there. Chakra has no space in this context, in this meditation of Atma. It is different. Chakra meditation is different. That's energy point meditations. There they don't say in each chakra there is Atma and all those. They say some mantras there, some color is there, and all those what you say drama is there. So you see all those that. That's a different kind of meditation. Here we don't say that.
Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi also tells about the heart center. So many times he has told.
Yeah, that's why I said that experience is important. You have the experience there. Therefore, this physical heart is not considered as the the actual thing there. This is a part of our body, physical body. If heart is not there, also if Atma is there, Atma is there. The heart is only a organ which is helping to pump blood to the brain. That's all. So therefore it is there. And what Maharshi had and what the Upanishad says is also the same. If you feel that experience in Madhye Vamanamasinam, it can be there. So it's like that.
You also taught in Bhagavad Gita in Lucknow when you came here.
Yeah.
So many slokas they have said about the Hridaya. Just like in 18th chapter, slokas number 61. Ishvara sarva bhutanam hirdese arjuna tishtati brahmayan sarva bhutani yantra rudani maya.
Yeah. Yes, it's like that.
There are also other slokas also.
There are so many other slokas. In all scriptures, almost all scriptures say about this experience of Atma in heart. Yeah.
Swamiji, as I have heard from so many Swamijis that the Vedantic meditation is Shravana, Manan and Nididhyasan.
Yeah.
So how can we define, how can we differentiate?
No, you say out of these three, what is Nididhyasan?
Nididhyasan, I mean.
Nididhyasan is meditation only.
Acha, it is meditation.
The word dhyana, dhyanam and nididhyasan both are derived from the same root.
Okay.
Jai chintayam.
Okay.
So it is different proposition, that's all. It's from the same root.
Okay.
Jai chintayam, it's according to Sanskrit Vyakarana, when you say lyutta, then it it's for noun, they say this, dhyanam. So dhyanam is a noun. And nididhyasanam is also a noun, but it is derived from sannanda, sannamandam, disceratives. So from that it comes. So what is repeatedly done, that's called nididhyasana. It means you are continuing with the meditation. That's the meaning there. That's also meditation only. But before meditation, you have Shravana Manana. And after Manana, what you feel like, the truth. So you confirm the truth. Then you meditate on that. That's all.
So Swamiji, for Nididhyasan, one has not to necessarily sit on any pose, asanas or anything. If he is going,
it's not always necessary, but it is recommended to sit one place in ekanta, solitude, and do, because otherwise the disturbance can happen. If you are walking, then you cannot meditate because the body movement doesn't allow mind to concentrate.
Okay.
Or then if you are laying down, you are sleeping, the sleep may come because you cannot meditate that. Okay. So therefore, it's recommended to sit in a posture and do that. Even contemplation meditation is the same posture you can use. That's all. It is that even in Brahma Sutra it is discussed. Okay.
Swamiji, when you are coming to Lucknow, whether any plan in future?
I let you know. I will plan when I have the plan. I will.
We are expecting.
Okay. So we will come. We will meet.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Swamiji,
Pranam, Swamiji.
there is one question from Oya ji. Oya, would you please?
Please carry on.
Pranam, Swamiji.
Pranam.
Swamiji, may we kindly request you to share a reading list?
Pardon, I could not get you.
Reading list.
Reading list.
Could you share with the group a reading list?
Okay.
Canonic, maybe texts for our levels.
Okay. I will try to send. Yeah.
Dhanyavad.
Okay. Thank you. I'll try to send 500 letters.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh. Okay. Can we conclude? What is next? I think you all got
Swamiji, may I please interrupt?
News. Hello?
May I please interrupt Swamiji once again, with your permission? Sometimes I think that all these Shastras, all this Vedanta we go through or we study is sort of escapism from the routine Vyavahara. What's your take on this? Isn't it an escapism? We try to escape the realities, the harsh realities of life, or so to say. I think this is an escapism from the real life Vyavahara and life challenges. Can you?
Yeah. Actually,
because we try to hide behind the Shastras and forget the real challenges of life.
Yeah,
please,
it's okay. Please. Yeah. So you see, this word escapism can be used anywhere, in any context. If you see your father or your parents, they liked you something that they thought you may study something what they like. Okay, but when you start your graduation or college days, your intellect is developed, you got more informations of many things, so you decided your own career, your own subject of study. So then that parents, they can say no, you, what we thought or what we were expecting from you, you are not accepting it, and you did not carry your thoughts, your respecting your thought and all this. So you escaped, we can say that you escaped from their condition. So now that is also an escape. So there are so many things that in such way we can say. And here you see, we are when we study Shastras, we are not escaping from anything, not from this world, not from this empirical life, not from this what we say as the modern, or what you say, the family life or whatever. So anywhere in our Shastras it is said you should escape from this. No, there is no point. You cannot escape, because where you escape from the point you escape from A point to B point. So the A point is also Atma and the B point is also Atma. And yet again you escape from B point to C point. The C point is again it's Atma. So there is no escapism in Atma. You cannot escape from yourself. So you can escape from unreality to reality. Or if you don't want to accept reality, you can escape to unreality. So this two things can happen, but you can't escape from Atma, because Atma is yourself. And you cannot escape from your mind, because mind is always with you. So this story, what people say, all these sadhus, they escape from normal life. They don't want to serve society, serve family, all these things. No, you can just see and understand how the world develops. Now people are not ready to marry. They are just living together, whatever, I don't know. They say they don't want to marry. They don't want to commit to each other. So why it is happening? Because this is the reality of the life. It happens. So therefore, we can say that this life of the inquiry of reality, or when you seek reality, so this is not escaping from anything, because you are accepting whatever is there everywhere. So we are trying to pursue the real experience. So that is a good form of intelligence that we are pursuing that. We are pursued to understand that. So that's the real thing. Okay.
So no more questions.
So I think. So thank you everybody for listening to all these 25 sessions of Atmabodha, and we will continue these studies. Maybe we will announce the next class. So we will start a new class, new subject on Vedanta Panchadashi, the famous textbook called Panchadashi. So we will study that, and you will get more informations, more ideas to practice sadhana and realize Atman, the self. So we continue to pursue the Vedanta methodology through Panchadashi, because Panchadashi is very famous Vedantic textbook as per the methodology of Vedanta is concerned. So it's the composition of Vidyaranya Muni, one of the eminent Acharya in our Vedanta. He lived 30th century. He was the pontiff of Sringeri Mutt. So he was very famous, and he wrote many books on Vedanta. So one of that is Panchadashi. So it has all the 15 chapters, but we will study only selected chapters. Okay. So Hari Om. Anything else?
Starting the class on 18th, Swamiji.
Hari Om?
Next class will be on 18th, not next Saturday. After that.
Yeah, we will, yeah. Next 18th or 17th. Or, yeah. We will announce, we will announce in the group. Hari Om. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate mudasyate purnasya Om Shanti 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 Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om